Welcome back, guys. It's time for another episode of our Team Lovetap vlog. As you may have seen in the last few weeks, we've done some teasers when we're doing some construction work or some unprofessional work. I don't know if you have checked our stories. However, this is regarding our workshop. A workshop for us guys that's competing drifting and build cars and stuff is the most important place that you can imagine. This is where we have everything. We store all our stuff, we build the cars, and this is kind of our safe haven, if you would call it that. This is where we enjoy being between all of the events and during the off season, and that's why this is such an important space for us. So during the last 7 years or something like that, we've been in this shop, and for 10 years we've been in this area called Stig Center and Backaberge. This is kind of my second home here in Gothenburg, and I really enjoy this place. But during the last 7 years, one of the things that's been kind of bugging us a bit is kind of how this garage is shaped up and how the layout is, and also the roof height, because in this shop we're kind of in a space where we can't use the car lift, and it also is a bit rough to have the cars, because when you go in through the gate, that's also pretty narrow, as you've seen before. You have to move one car to the side and one car to the left, and we'll have one in the middle. So logistically wise, it's kind of not a good planned workshop for what we're doing. So during the last year, we've been trying to find a new shop, partially because of that reason, and also try to come down in rent, because this is kind of an expensive unit that we have right now, and we're hoping to go down in rent. That's kind of the reason we're putting so much hour into looking through a new shop. So during the last year, I've been scanning all of the websites that have storages for rent or shops for rent. I thought it might be a good year this year to do it, because Corona might have some people saying up their leases and stuff, and that should mean that there are more shops available to rent. However, that might have not been the case, because there's been so much work put into this, and it hasn't been easy to find one single one that's in a good price range and the good space and stuff. So it kind of becomes heartbreaking at the end of the search here, because it's so hard to try to meet all of your goals. But after 1 year, as I told you, we actually stumbled across a unit that came out in an advert. I was actually the first guy to call, and we were, I think, like 2 days or 1 day after we got in contact with the guy who rented it out. We had a showing of the storage unit, and it's in really rough condition. We know that, but when we saw it, we could see the potential, and we really think this is a good one, because it's even closer to home. It's lower in price, and it actually has higher roof and also a bigger port, or a gate, or what you call it in English. So it kind of ticks all the boxes, but it's definitely going to be demanding some work from us. And so as you understand, I'm going to show you now the shop, and this is how the shop looked before we actually got the shop, and yeah, check it out. Well, as you saw there in those videos, the shop is in really bad condition. But as I told you, if we put in the work, we know that this unit will be really good. And the best thing is that it will be on the lower end of the rent that we were looking for, and that will help us in the long run. So after discussing some terms with the new landlord and also with the old landlord, because we're stuck in the lease for this shop until May next year if everything goes really bad. But she is going to try to find us a replacement for this shop as soon as possible. And we have discussed a little bit about the new landlord and trying to get a postponed first rent to make sure we don't end up with a double rent, at least as few as possible. So hopefully everything works out good there. So after all of this discussion we're done, we decided on going to our new landlord and sign the lease for the new shop, and that looked like this.
Hej!
Oh,
Drog jag min dörr också.
Drog du din dörr?
Ja. Men...
Your back hurts?
Mm.
Yeah, okay. So, we're right now about to go in and take a contract for a new shop, and hopefully everything goes well. So we're a bit late because he's late and he can't find the address.
I'm not late. We are going to be there at 11.
Yeah. So that's good. Well, let's go in and check it out and hopefully have a good contract signing. So we're gonna update you on which facility it is and talk to you later. So, you got them keys.
You like keys?
Tjena
bloggen!
Tjena bloggen! Well, as you can see, we're in a new shop. As you saw in the last clip, we're at Palm & Melin, and we signed the contract for the new shop. And we have been working for the last week to start adapting it to our vision and what we want to do with it. This is Sebastian Simonsson, as you've been seeing before. It's Say the Works. How long have we been sharing garage? It's like
10 years?
Yeah, 10 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And then from 2014 we have had the garage at Backaberge, where all the videos have been shot so far. Right now we're in the new shop, as I told you, and it's still in Gothenburg, but it's now an area called Marieholm. We're really stoked about this. We've been looking for a shop for the last year, something like that. We've been paying way too much in rent for a very long time, and we finally got to find a space where we can use the height to get maybe a car lift and also come down in rent a bit. So it kind of ticks all the boxes, but we're definitely gonna have to be putting in the hours to make it work. But as you can see behind us, it's quite in rough condition so far, but we know we can make it better if we get the time. So
we see the vision.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. So let's check out the teardown that we have done so far, and then we will update you on what the plans are. So let's get going on all of that stuff. Första gången jag har varit med på 10 minuter med vissa det märker jag. Vi får gå ut dit. Det gick lätt.
Bra, bra.
Det droppar blod här.
Oj.
Vad fan gör du? Ja, så har jag hämtat plåster. Där kan vi ut med skruven.
Lite gött jakt här. Vi får avvara den.
Om vi tar hittar in hit. Där är nästan så bra. Fläktar upp hud eller?
Mm.
Så inte sätta håret. Så! Där lilla pojke. Så.
Fick du på film också?
Ja. Nej, jag vill vara fortfarande.
Nej.
Ja, i spegeln. Sitter det fast eller? Ja. Spela in det. Får du ta gammalt blod efter det? Blev det inte ner våran jävla verkstad? Here we go! tänker att det här är första dagen.
Ja. Men det var ju hela.
Vänta lite. Alltså det är det.
Sitter ju såhär vänster, höger massa.
Den kameran kommer. Today, day 2 of the teardown. We have like 500 tons of junk, and now we have Emil here as well. So we got the entire room out. We noticed that we only have concrete until here, and it's like gravel, and underneath that we have concrete again. So looks like we might have to do some concrete work as well. We'll see. So right now we're trying to be COVID friendly and also protecting our lungs. So we're gonna try to get this wall down, and yeah, we're gonna see if that like ridge of concrete is all the way in, or if it's just a straight line. So hopefully it's just a straight line and it's easy to take down. But we'll see. Vad fan är det kablarna då?
Är det bara utanförliggande eller?
Nej, det ligger här.
Var det ett utanförliggande?
Nej, det var...
Walla!
Ja, vi är racken. En gång till! En gång till! En gång till!
Mer!
Här har man hoppat igenom väggar och grejer så knakar det lite.
Jag trodde det var på väg. Jag tror man ögonvrån i den kom.
Det var det. Började passa där.
Ingen röd. Jag bara springer med livet.
Undrar många där som skulle vilja anställa oss som är rivningsfirma.
Alla har tusen. Day 2. Coming to an end.
Ja, istället.
Det är det. Good work. Wraps up day number 2. We got both areas cleaned. Unfortunately, this turned out to be a different height than the rest of the garage, and almost gravel, but it's concrete underneath, so we're gonna have to even that out. And this wall that we were meant to take down might be hard because it looks like it might be too much work, but we're gonna see. There's a lot of shit. Well, that wraps up part 1 of our new shop. There's so much work going on, and I know I've told you that we're going to go through the plans in this first episode, but I think we're going to move that to the second part because there's been enough length of this video already. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know if you missed out on something, and make sure to share with your friends and subscribe to the channel. Talk to you soon.